guys, this is my first live. Let's see. Allow. Hey guys, this is my first live. Hey. So it seems like I'm freezing up a little bit. I don't know how well you can see this, but I wanted to talk about something. I was sitting here and I was just thinking about. I'm taking this course again. I'm always learning, always learning. But as I was thinking, taking the course, and I'm sitting here thinking about a lot of things that was discussed, I thought about manipulation, and I realized a lot of times we don't know when we're being manipulated by people, by things, by the media, by loved ones. A lot of times we really don't know when we're being manipulated until someone brings it to our attention. So I'm going to tell you what the word manipulate means, and it means to control something or someone to your advantage, often unfairly or dishonestly. An example that it gives: throughout her career, she was very successful. Throughout her career, she was very successfully manipulated the media. So, and another example it gives is the opposite leader accused government ministers of manipulating the statistics to suit themselves. And it's ironic that it even gives those examples as an explanation to show you what manipulation or what the word manipulate means. So I want to talk about an incident that occurred to me back in 2013 when I was working for a state agency in Oklahoma. I was in my baby stages there, and I had just become employed with them, and I was under I had a supervisor that I went out with, and we went out to do a visit. I was shadowing and everything, and the supervisor was talking about one of the young ladies they had in their unit. The supervisor didn't like this person, and the more I was around the supervisor and the supervisor was talking about this particular young lady, the more I began to feel some kind of way about this young lady. And I'm be honest, I was not completely aware of it. And then one day God spoke to me and he said, you need to get to know that person yourself before you come to a conclusion about who this person is. Just plain simple. Get to know the person yourself, not going on what someone is telling you and manipulating your feelings towards this person and coming to the wrong conclusion. So I took God's advice because God gives good advice. That's all I got to say. The man know how to give some good advice. And I on purpose started going around this young lady and just talking to her. Hey, how you doing? What's going on? Do you need any help? Do you need me to assist you with anything? Do you want me to go out in the field with you? And I started doing things like that to get to know her, to find out what kind of person she actually was, instead of going on the words of the supervisor who was manipulating my emotions and my feelings towards this young lady. Now, I say all of that to say my favorite scripture: we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this age, against spiritual wicked in high places. Number one. Not liking somebody because the media says so. The media brings out different things about this person. The media is doing this. The media is doing that. Not liking someone, I don't care who it is. You go to God and ask God about that person. Ask God why he doing this and ask God why he doing that. Because see, the earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof. Everything belongs to God. How about that? We don't think about that. We pull God out of the equation all the time and we run around on our emotions and our feelings. I know my camera's shaking. I got it sitting in my lap. Sorry about that. But we run around on our own emotions and our own feelings about something, or what we done heard, or what somebody told us, instead of doing our own investigation and finding out things on our own. People talked about Jesus. They said horrible things about him, but they were lies. They were lies. The Pharisees and Sadducees talked about Jesus. John 8. John, the book of John, chapter 8. They confronted Jesus. I'm laughing because I love the dialogue that Jesus had with them. They told him, and I'm paraphrasing some of it, they told him, your mama was a whore. She was pregnant before she got married. You are a bastard. That's basically what they told the man. You a bastard. Your mama was a whore. You were conceived in wickedness. She wasn't married. And Jesus said, he just ran it down, So his comeback was, if y'all don't know me, y'all don't know the Father. They go, well, Abraham is our father. He said, but before Abraham was, I am, and they wanted to kill him. But before all of that, he told them that their father was the devil, because he was a liar from the beginning. That's exactly what he told them. The first time I read John chapter 8 and read that whole dialogue that Jesus had with them people, I bust out laughing. It was funny. I wish I could have been there, but I couldn't, because I was born for such a time as this. But it was hilarious. He told them, you know what? Your father ain't Abraham. Your father the devil, who is a liar. So you're a liar, and your daddy and you come from the father of lies. You know nothing about God. You don't even know what you're talking about. And they wanted to kill him. And they plotted to kill him. We all know the end of that. We know that they lied. They had 2 to 3 false witnesses to condemn him. Went to Pilate and said, you not of Caesar. We're going to tell Caesar on you, so they could put Jesus on the cross. But if Jesus hadn't went on the cross, there would be no salvation for mankind. There would be no way. We would be lost in our sins. But back to manipulation. They manipulated the system then and lied on Jesus to get him on that cross. But don't think God didn't know that was going to happen. But what I'm saying to you guys is to take the button off of your emotions. Your emotions are good. God gave them to you. But before you use your emotions and allow your emotions to be manipulated, do your research. Always, always, and I say it again, always do your research. Make sure you know that you know that you know before you make your final decision about anything or anybody. And in this season, it is crucial that you know your facts, not the facts. Search everything. Search all avenues. Don't take one source. Act like you're going to do a research paper for school. You can't use one source. You have to use 3, 4, 5 sources, and they all cannot come to the same conclusion. You got to have some that doesn't go along with the flow, and tell you why they don't go along with the flow. So in this season, do not allow your emotions to be manipulated about anything, or anybody. It is crucial. And don't let your emotions be manipulated about the King of all kings and the Lord of all lords. Don't let it happen. Get your facts. Know who Jesus is. Because the thing about it is, the bottom line is, there will be many who stand before him and say, Lord, Lord, I did this, I fed the hungry, I clothed the naked, I did all of this, I cast out demons, I didn't do this, I didn't do that. And he gonna look and he gonna say, but I don't know you, because you didn't live for me. I gave you my word. I sent you my word. It told you how to live, what to do, but you didn't believe me. So you chose to shack up and live any old kind of way. You chose to keep cussing out my people. You chose to have an attitude about everything and everybody. You chose not to believe me, your creator, your maker. You chose that, not me. So just be wise in your decision making in these days and these times. And I will be out of here. You guys have a good evening. And thank you for listening. Comment. I'm a big girl. I can take what you're going to put down. Y'all have a good evening.